Okay, so here we have my three different lessons using the Smart Notebook technology. For the first one, I did matching, which is where you click on the different tiles and then you try to match it up. I have both words and pictures on here, which you should see soon, hopefully. So once you match it up, the tiles will disappear. So in order to do this activity, I went to activities and then I scrolled down through the different things till I found a color that I liked. And then I dragged it out into here, dropped it, and then I went to edit. You can choose the different amounts of matches you want. I went with 10 on the other one. So then you can type, and I made to do it where for each pair I had text and an image. That way they can connect the two. And then in order to get the images, I went on to Google and I went to Google Images and typed in cat. And then I took the one that I like and I just dragged it into there and then dropped it onto the tile I wanted it on. And then you'd hit OK, and then it would take you to the other one. And since I have that already done on this one, I will show you because it's a little bit better this way. So I have the German and then that. So I have all of it matched up here. I have each animal and then their picture. So for this activity, I have sound because when you click on it and then when you actually get it right, it does make a different sound. And then it also disappears, so there's another visual aspect of it. So for my second one, I have the feelings, and this is a word guess one. So when you do this, you click on a letter, and then if you get it right, it does that, and it applauses you, and it goes down here. And then if you guess another letter, and then if you get it wrong, it counts as a miss. And then it does that sound, and then you can click here and you'll get a clue. And for this one, I decided to have it where you can get the English words if you get stuck, and then you can also buy a letter, so that counts as that. And then for this one, I did a bunch of different feelings, and then I have the English equivalents over here. You can also change the sport that you have it, and then I'll show you that on the next page then. So once again, I went to the activities, and then I was just scrolling around down here, and then I went all the way down to purple. And I thought this game would be a lot of fun because it looked very interesting, and also Germans do like their soccer, so I thought that was kind of fitting. But you can change the different sports that you have so that it does the same thing but with baskets. So then I picked a bunch of different feelings that I thought were appropriate to learn and important to learn. So that's how I did that one. So for this one, it's text, sound, and you get to see the images pop up on there. Then, for my third activity, I did a crossword. So this one, you click on this, and then you get different clues depending on what it is. So you drag this out and it tells you what it is. So you can type it in or you can write it in. So I thought that was very fun. And then you can edit it. And for editing it, I have a bunch of German words, and then I have little clues in German for that as well. And then you hit generate, and then it will say generated one successfully, and then you have that. So in order to do that, here, let me clear this out real quick. Delete page, and I'm adding a new page. I went to, instead of activities, I went into games, and then I went to crossword. Then you drag it out, and then you click here to begin, and you do that, and then you generate it so that it looks like the other one. Another aspect that I have on this one is I have incorporated a URL. Since all of these deal with German Christmas traditions or Christmas in Germany, how it's celebrated differently, I decided to include a link to where that is. So you click this and it takes you to it, which I already had loaded. And it's just a nice little page about how Germans celebrate it. Like they mentioned the Christmas markets, which are really cool, and we actually have one in Chicago that I've been to. Then it just gives you a brief overview, and I thought it was nice because it doesn't go super in depth, but it gives the students enough information to understand. And if they're very interested, they can keep looking on their own. So that is my 3 lessons that I created using Smart Notebook.